on the 4th anniversary of PIC TV. We have shared many programs and given voices to the voiceless. I am excited about my upcoming podcast on PIC TV, The Important Things, which airs this month. Dr. Evans, we are eternally grateful for your continuous dedication and the impact that you have made on informing, connecting, and assisting the next generation of content creators. We pray for you continuously. I am Dr. Cece, aka the Lady of Wisdom, a PIC TV manager from Jackson.
Hey Dave, this is Brian Mitchell, man. I just wanted to give you a shout out on your 4th anniversary with the PIC TV Network, PIC TV Network. It's incredible to see all the positive programming that you all are doing on Roku. Keep up the great work, man, and know I always have your back. Take care of yourself, man. God bless and much success.
Happy 4th anniversary.
The PIC Network from Germany.
Thank you.
Hey, this is Kyle. Happy 4th anniversary to PIC TV Network. Keep going.
Janelle and Derek, we're from Greensboro, North Carolina, and we want to say happy anniversary, 4th anniversary to PIC TV Network.
Happy holidays. It's LaRon Harris dialing in all the way from Houston, Texas, just to wish PIC TV a happy 4th anniversary. Peace.
All right, this is Blair from Detroit, Michigan, and I want to wish the PIC TV Network a happy 4-year anniversary.
Oh,
Happy anniversary, PIC TV. 4 years.
There you go.
Happy anniversary, PIC TV 4.
The recent announcement of Roku TV reporting 83.6 million active accounts marks a significant milestone in the company's history, showcasing an impressive increase of approximately 20 million users within a span of just 2 years. This growth pattern is indeed commendable, especially considering that Roku stands as the leading streaming TV distributor in the United States, with a reach extending to nearly 120 million individuals. Moreover, its dominance as the primary TV streaming platform in the U.S. and Mexico, as measured by hours streamed, solidifies its position in the industry. Additional statistics reveal the vast scope of Roku's influence, with an audience exceeding 85.5 million streaming households, surpassing the combined subscriber base of the 6 largest traditional pay TV providers. As we celebrate the 4th anniversary of PIC TV Network, it is evident that the platform's commitment to delivering inspirational, informative, educational, and entertaining content on the big screen has resonated with viewers worldwide. This success is a testament to the dedication of President David Evans and the entire PIC TV team, who continue to captivate audiences and shape the landscape of modern television. Congratulations to PIC TV Network on this remarkable achievement, and may your future endeavors continue to captivate audiences and set new standards in the industry.
The PIC TV Network, a prominent television channel renowned for its diverse programming and engaging content, is celebrating the 4th year anniversary on this Black Friday, November 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Channel 1000 on your Roku TV streaming device. Meet the PIC TV managers, Michelle Cox, Atlanta, Georgia, Dr. Sheila McGrew, Alabama, the Lady of Wisdom, Mississippi, Melvisselle Johnson, Colorado, and other managers talk about the PIC TV Network 4 years of top-notch quality programming from around the world. Call your friends and family to spread the word about the PIC TV Network 4th anniversary celebration. For more information, call 202-505-2837. Dr. David Evans is the president.
We've all been hurt at some point, even abandoned. Many of us have done the hurting ourselves. We get to the point where we don't trust anyone, nor do we feel worthy of being loved by anyone. Then there's that one person who just doesn't give up on loving you. Their love is unconditional. Their love stays long enough for you to heal. And promise to never leave. That's love you can count on. God's love.
You're watching the PIC TV network. Stay tuned for more coming up after this.
Hello, everybody. This is David Evans from the nation's capital. The PIC TV network is on right now. We have a hot show for everybody who loves voting, and that's me. And this is the public PIC TV network election show. We have a show that's designed for you. Tell somebody PIC TV network is on the air right now on all social media platforms and on Roku channel 1000. Turn it up. I have some special guests on tonight with me. First of all, I want to say thank you for joining me. Bishop Collins, who's been my friend for 40 years, he's joining us tonight. I have also another guest, my co-host. I'm telling you, Michelle Cox, she is from Atlanta, Georgia. She's the PIC TV network business manager with us. She's my public relations person. She even got me in the White House, y'all. I'm gonna tell you what happens with her right there. She's big on here. She did over 100 shows with me. She's joining us from Atlanta. And we have Bishop Allen who's coming on tonight that's going to talk about why we voted for Kamala Harris. All of us have one thing in common. We voted for the same person. We're not going to talk too much about the other candidate because this is our time. This is our moment. This is what we've been waiting for to make history. So I'm excited today for all of you. How you doing, Michelle Cox in Atlanta, Georgia?
I am feeling absolutely excited, ecstatic. There's a lot of electricity going on in the air with this election. And I also have my hold my breath moments because you have to think about, one, the magnanimity of this. Number two, we're also at a pivotal moment in this nation because we can go back to Jim Crow or we can move forward with a new nation and really live up to our creed.
Yeah, and I'm excited about this, and I was down near the White House today, outside the gates, and we're going to play that video footage. It is electricity in the city, and it feels so good for a new breath of air coming through for us. Bishop Collins, how you doing on this show today?
Oh, you know what I'm going to say. It's getting better all the time. The best is yet to come. I refuse to complain. My good days outweigh my bad. I won't. And it'll be even better after tomorrow.
Man, that's awesome, man. I love you. Thank you for coming on and helping me to, put some things together. This is your second time coming on our show. And I want to say hello to Bishop Allen. How you doing, Bishop Allen?
I'm great, sir. How are you?
Thank you. Doing wonderful, wonderful. Yes. Just to have you on. Let me start out with Michelle Cox. We're going to come out with Bishop Collins. Michelle, you've been rolling and rocking with me with PIC TV Network for the last 4 years, getting ready for our anniversary. This is an amazing blessing. And you've been on the polls in Atlanta, Georgia, working with people outside, voting for Kamala Harris. How is it going there?
Well, not on the polls. I have been canvassing, phone banking, and then we've been contacting folks just to make sure that they know they can early vote. Also know that who the candidates are up and down the ballots as far as Democratic candidates here in Georgia. And it's going really well. We have broken records with early voting. Over 3 million people have early voted just in Georgia alone.
Wow.
So that's a really, really good trend. When we did it in 2020, we flipped Georgia blue and Biden won by those 11,000 votes here in Georgia. Those same 11,000 votes that somebody was trying to make the governor come up with. And he's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not stealing. I'm not going to be out of my integrity. So, to the commissioner of elections, Brad Raffensperger, and to Governor Kemp, I salute you guys for that. There's some other things that you can do better on, but you held your ground, and I'm very proud to live in the state of Georgia and know that they are looking to do the right thing.
Yeah, amazing. I'm always happy for the work that you're doing with PIC TV Network, being our public relations person. You know, we were downtown with 77,000 people last week, and they didn't really want to let me in that gate. They said, you have to let us know who your public relations person is, and let me talk to her right now. I'm at security gate. I'm outside, you know, panicking for a minute. I got my badge on. I'm ready to walk in. They said, hold up, sir. No, so Secret Service say we have to talk to your top person. And I called you from Atlanta, so tell the whole world what you said, Michelle, to get me in that event and record.
Well, number one, I told them that you were the CEO of PIC TV Network, and I'm the director of public relations, and that I'm here in Atlanta. Now, just so you know, Kamala was just here yesterday, and Tim Walsh is here tonight in a rally. And then I told her who the contact person was. I won't say their name because, you know, we have to keep those in confidence. But once they heard that I had the correct information, they let you right on in.
I was right in.
And you know, I'm all over social media with PIC TV Network. All they had to do was, you know, when I told them who I was, go look up PIC TV Network, go look up the show, and instantaneously, you know, you got your fresh credentials and you were in.
She's going to be at Howard University tomorrow, so I'm going to have you to make another call, Michelle, while she's at Howard, because I want to be up front and close and personal again. Let me bring in Bishop Collins. Bishop Collins, my friend for 40 years, man. We are at a point now where this is it. The rubber meets the road. And Doc, tell me, while you're up with Michelle Cox, why did you vote for Kamala? Why was you so passionate? And you said you'd be happy when this is over, man. I heard you say that the other day. Come on, tell us, Bishop.
Yeah, I will be happy when it's over and it's done. Primarily, I voted because I want to make sure democracy stays in place. Because all is said and done, if we lose our democracy, we're going to lose our freedom to do what we want to do, whoever side you're on. And this whole movement is what I call a autocratic fascism movement. And if they get in place, they're going to change a whole lot of stuff that's going to restrict a whole lot of freedom because they're going to be in control and we're going to have to do what they say do. And a lot of people don't realize that because I think Americans have been spoiled to having their way for so many years that they don't think that something like this can happen. But so did all the other countries that didn't think something like this could happen, and it happened. So that was why I voted, regardless of which side you are on of any issue or potential policy or policy. If we lose democracy, none of that will matter.
Yeah, and that's real talk right there. We have to realize where we are and what this election holds. We're going to bring in Pastor Allen after we look at this special break, and we're going to comment. And I really think this is going to put things in perspective, exactly what we're doing today. Watch this.
Welcome back. This high-stakes election is just days away, and I wanted to allow some of our guests to share their final thoughts and their call to action. So, Brother Crump.
DL, when you think about Project 2025 and the way they have told us what they're going to do to kill the future for our black children, our sister Kamala Harris becoming the president of the United States gives us the best chance for having an equal opportunity at the American promise of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Michael Ealy.
I think I want to start off by just saying I think we need to stop trying to romanticize elections. I think we have this expectation that we have to be in love with the candidate. And the reality is we don't. What we have to focus on, gentlemen, right here, right now, is we are facing an election for democracy versus a dictatorship. This is perhaps one of the most fundamentally easy elections to kind of discern which way you want to go. So we have to teach everybody, we have to talk to our relatives, talk to our friends and family about voting down the ballot and making sure that Vice President Kamala Harris has the Congress that she needs to get legislation passed that's going to give us what we want, that's going to give us the agenda for black men. That's what we have to fight for in this election. So we have to work on that. It's our chance to do that.
Representative Pearson.
Yeah, I mean, look, the time is now. Like, this is it. This is our moment. And generations upon generations of black folk have risen to meet their moment. And this, for black men, is ours. Whether it was W.B. Du Bois and Booker T. Washington rising to meet their moment, whether it was Frederick Douglass rising to meet his moment, whether it was Malcolm X and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. rising to meet their moment, this is ours. And it is our opportunity to make sure that the future that we want to live in is more possible. And that is why we have to elect Vice President Kamala Harris to the presidency of the United States of America. That's why we have to do this. So this is it. This is our time. This is our moment. Let's win this thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody, this is David Evans, President PIC TV Network. We're right here in the White House grounds. Right behind those gates will be our new president. We wanted to bring you media coverage right here so you can get the feel of what's going on. You know, they're getting ready for the big celebration of our president. And I wanted to come down here in my city, Washington, D.C., to show you exactly, step by step, stage by stage, the people working behind the scenes, getting ready for our brand new president to come into place. And it feels good to see people coming here from all walks of life, coming here to celebrate the president coming into office, to getting the gates ready. As you see, you only have certain access to come in because security is so high, which is good. And I want to thank our security team coming down here, the FBI and all of the Secret Service and the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police, the construction crew. Everybody's a part of making it safe for all the constituents and people that will come in our city. You know, living in Washington, D.C. is a privilege and an honor. And I've been here for all my life, seen presidents come in and presidents go. But I feel something special about our new president's going to come in office. There's a vibe, electricity, there's a good feeling, there's a new spirit in the air. And I feel so special, again, to bring to you this media coverage from the PIC TV network. Continue to watch and we'll show you some more footage of our president coming in. And again, it feels good to be here and to represent PIC TV. Thank you.
You're watching the PIC TV network. Stay tuned for more coming up after this. The PIC TV network, a prominent television channel renowned for its diverse programming and engaging content, is celebrating the 4th year anniversary on this Black Friday, November 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Channel 1000 on your Roku TV streaming device. Meet the PIC TV managers, Michelle Cox, Atlanta, Georgia, Dr. Sheila McGrew, Alabama, The Lady of Wisdom, Mississippi, Melvisselle Johnson, Colorado, and other managers talk about the PIC TV network 4 years of top-notch quality programming from around the world. Call your friends and family to spread the word about the PIC TV network 4th anniversary celebration. For more information, call 202-505-2837. Dr. David Evans is the president.
The PIC TV network truly made history at the presidential rally in Washington for Vice President Kamala Harris. With a multitude of people in attendance, President David Evans had the honor of interviewing esteemed guests and capturing photos with amazing individuals like Roland Martin and other public officials. The coverage provided by the PIC TV network was unparalleled, and we are excited to bring you more updates and exciting content in the future. Stay tuned and keep watching the PIC TV network for all the latest news and coverage. Congratulations to the entire team on this monumental success. For more information, feel free to call 202-505-2837 or visit watchpictv.com.
History comes every now and then. When you find history like this, it's amazing to be where the Vice President spoke tonight. This is the stage, folks. Let me show you. Right there. That's where the Vice President spoke. Right on that stage. And you talking about history, man. 4 years we've been rocking with PIC TV Network family, and to be right here in the stage, the center stage, where it all went down. This is it. This is history. This is what we've been waiting for 4 years. This is still the hottest spot downtown. Look at this. Hey. All right. Hey. PIC TV, yes sir. There you go. Y'all happy to be here? Why are you here today?
I'm here because this is an important moment in our history. Democracy is important. Reproductive rights are important, and we need to vote for a qualified candidate.
Why are you here today, sir?
Same.
Wow.
That's
same
all
thing.
I got, man.
That's all we do. Why are you here today? Why are you here today? Why are you here today? You here today? All right. Why you here today, Queen? Why you here today?
To vote.
Right.
To support the woman, the first woman president of America. It's a big thing for us.
PIC TV. PIC TV.
PIC TV, hi.
Yeah, why you here today?
Sorry?
Why you here today? What makes
Well, of course, Kamala Harris, protecting for the future, here for my nieces, my cousins, my girlfriends, your children, the next generation and further, of course.
Wow. And what's the TV network you going to be checking out? Why you here today? Why you here today?
I'm here because I want to save our democracy, and Kamala's the only one to do it, and I don't like Trump. I want him gone. Why? He's evil. He's mean and nasty, and I'm tired of the division.
It's worth the wait, right?
What?
It's worth the wait.
It's worth the wait.
There you go. Hey, let me see that smile. Looking beautiful. Looking beautiful. Hey, dog. Why you here today, dog? Why you here today?
Kamala.
All right.
Anybody in the building love classic hip hop? Let's listen to a little salt and pepper. Hey.
PIC TV fans right here.
Preacher people, we love y'all.
They having a good time.
Make some noise if you voted for the first time this year. Shout out to our, oh yes.
Why y'all here today? Why you here today?
We're here to support Kamala Harris.
She's gonna win it, right?
Yes.
Let's go. Why you here today? Why you here today?
I had to be here. I had to be here because Kamala's going to win. I'm here to see the next president of the United States.
That's right. There you go. Thank you. And in that atmosphere was electricity. 77,000 people in Washington, D.C., and I'm right up front. You had broadcasters from all over the world. You had sports figures. You had people from there. You had the powerful people in Washington, D.C. sitting right up front. And I went into the audience, and did what I do. You just seen it. Talk to the people. I'm going to bring in Bishop Collins. Bishop Collins, who voted early with me. We were in line together, Bishop Collins, and you know, for us to be in the nation's capital, it's a special privilege for us to be here. And we're going to bring in Pastor Allen too. To be here, we've seen so many presidents come and go, man. We've seen them do their thing, but this is a special moment in history, Bishop Collins. And why do you feel that vibe? Why do you feel that energy?
Because the whole situation with the politics of the last really Trump and his whole aura for the last 9 years has really pushed us into this position that, like they say, we need to turn the page. We're kind of tired of his rhetoric. We're kind of tired of his dog and pony show. We're tired of all of it. I'm just tired of him. I want to move on to something else. And that something else right now is Kamala Harris. So that we can just go forward. Because I'm sure that a whole lot of people feel the same way I feel. And certainly Kamala Harris is in the right place, right time, doing the right thing. Anybody but Trump at this point. Thank God we got somebody that know what they're doing and have the experience that she has to be able to take on the office. And let me put this in here too. I think that I don't know what happened to her between her run for presidency and her taking over to run this time, but there seemed like there was an extra energy and oomph that was injected into her that just has taken charge of everything. And then I look at also the way that she's managed this whole election. In 3 months, she has captivated the country. She really has. So it shows something about her ability to manage and to control and to run the show. So, and I think that, again, like I said, Trump and all of his stuff have pushed us into this thing to be more excited about somebody other than him.
Yeah, I feel the same way, 1,000,000%. I want to bring Pastor Allen to the stage to talk about.
Pastor Dave, can I? I'm sorry, I'm just a little. I got little idiosyncrasies. His name is Pastor T. Allen Stringer. He's nice. He's not going to say anything.
T. Allen Stringer. We're gonna bring him up. But I want Pastor.
Well, I can call him Al.
I wanted Pastor Stringer to talk.
I lost you. Oh, he froze.
Pastor Stringer, we want you to talk about why you voted for Kamala Harris.
Okay, so I haven't early voted, so I haven't voted yet. But why is she the right choice is the question, right? I'm in Connecticut, so it's a little easier voting down there, crowded Atlanta. So I call Bishop Collins has known me for as long as he's known Evans, and I actually saw her coming in 2017, and I shared that, and for many reasons. Before Biden picked her, I assumed he was going to pick a Black female before he even took her the next year. I put that out on Facebook. In 2017, I started getting premonition about what I call the rise of Eve. And I felt it was a Black woman's time to rise. And so I'm not surprised at what I see with her because of the capacity of the sister is very strong and outstanding. And I just kind of knew this would happen. But as to the whys, well, first of all, I think Bishop is pretty right. She's probably the best qualified. I kind of think Hillary should have won, but for some reason she didn't. She was super qualified. And of course, now Kamala is super qualified. And I think that she's going to take the country in the right direction for all concerned. I think the current gentleman who's running is running for one reason and not the right reasons. He's not for all. And you can see it with all those throwing in their hats with Kamala from the Republican side. They're very clear that she's going to be down the middle with what she does. So I think that she's the proper choice. This is the right season, as the gentleman from Tennessee talked about. This is that history, the arc of history that Barack talks about. I believe firmly that this is that time. I don't see anybody else really ready for the job and who's going to be more people-centered than she is going to be. So that's why she's the right person to vote for.
Pastor Stringer, I totally agree with you. The reason I voted for Kamala Harris, number one, let's think about her credentials. She attorney, then she was the Attorney General for the state of California. Then she was a senator.
That's right.
Vice president. She went to Howard. She has a law degree. So she is the top candidate.
Amen.
She knows policy, knows how to enact, knows how. That's the difference. The person is really. Let's be black. And you know, what happened if the person were to do the 25th Amendment, claim him incompetent, and J.D. Vance will be the president. That's what you need to look at. And J.D. Vance is part of that whole group that came in with Project 2025. So, but everybody needs to look out for the bait and switch, even those people that are thinking about voting for the former president, because he's not going to be president. What they're going to do for him is move him out of the way so that J.D. Vance can be president and somebody else is vice president. This is a whole bait and switch. Also, we also have to look again at, number one, they're not going to want to concede. We've had to root out electors that would like to pick the other person, even if they don't win. So there's a lot of shenanigans that are going to be going on. We really have to, this is just part of it, early voting. I went and voted October 15th, the day that we could early vote here in Georgia. Not only did I go to vote, I took 4 people to go vote with me. Then I've been calling people about voting. I've been checking on my family, making sure everybody voted. Because this moment in time, when they look back on the history, I want to be able to say to my grandchildren, great-grandchildren, that I did something for their future, that I want to be in that number and be on the correct side of history. And that's why I voted for Kamala Harris. Dr. Evans, back to you.
And you see how Michelle just comes in and takes the show and takes it to the next level, because I trained her to do that. She is 100, and we got an award over here for her. Over 150, 200 shows since we've been on. I love her so much because I train her to keep it going. But I want to bring Michelle up for a second. And Michelle, when we first started the network 4 years ago, we were in COVID. You were so upset because, you know, you said, we're not listening to the scientists. I can remember just like we airing that show. You said, we're not listening to the scientists. We have too many people dying. And my sister Brenda passed away. My sister Edie passed away. And a whole host of pastors and friends. And Michelle said, this could have been better if we only...
It could have been way better, because you have to think about what was going on. Number one, President Obama had left a pandemic playbook for us to mitigate the response of what would happen during a pandemic. Now, you think about President Obama, he had Ebola. How many cases of Ebola was here in the United States?
Right.
4. That's it. It didn't spread like wildfire, because he said, we know not if, but when a pandemic hits, we need to be prepared. So when you're keeping with that and the mindset with knowing to be prepared, 45 came in, dismantled the whole team around the pandemic, fired them all, got rid of them. He lied and said it was a hoax. People didn't believe it. So then he didn't mandate just the simple things. Wash your hands, wear a mask. Even if you didn't do vaccines, because a lot of people can't do vaccines. If you had have done that, let's stay out of each other's way, stay inside, wear your mask, wash your hands. Right there, he could have saved countless amount of lives, countless amount of money in hospitalizations. But instead, because people are we better? Are they better now than 4 years ago? Well, we already know that we're better because we don't have people bodies stacked up in refrigerated trucks that can't even be buried yet because they're contaminated. We don't have hospitalizations of 300,000 and 400,000 people every day. We're not having hundreds of thousands of deaths every month here in the United States. And we're not even talking about globally. But he lied and people died. And that's what we have to get across to the people that say they're undecided. You have a woman that stands on business. She's articulate. She's smart. She's already part of the White House structure. She knows policy, knows how to go to briefings. She doesn't have people that have to explain things to her like she's in kindergarten because she can read the briefs herself. And she keeps up. She's not tweeting in the middle of the night nonsense. We're tired of going backwards. The other thing we have to address, and this is an African-American broadcasting company. I grew up in Jim Crow. If you think about lynchings, Jim Crow segregation, not having rights, if you're still voting in the other direction and something happens that isn't favorable for us, don't come running talking about I should have. Because now is your time. Tomorrow is D-Day. If you didn't vote already, you need to be getting there to make sure that your rights and all of our rights matter. Because let's talk to our Caucasian brothers and sisters. You'll be serfs. And if you don't know what a serf is, that means you'll go back to, if black folks don't have rights, you don't have rights either. You won't have any property rights. They can come and take your stuff. They can bring back the Quartering Act where they can bring soldiers into your house and they can stay without your permission. You have to think about, we've fought this battle before. We fought against fascism. We fought against Nazism. Why would we return back to a system we know that doesn't work? Dr. Evans, back to you.
The one and only Michelle Cox. That's why she's an award-winning. Where's my trophy at for her? That's why she's an award-winning show host, TV host on PIC TV Network. My first business manager. She's my public relations person, and she got me in the White House last week. Well, through the press, I love her so much. We're going to take a commercial break. We're looking at a special show, the PIC TV Network special. It's the time that we've been waiting for to make history, and we are making history. And we're here today to let the world know that PIC TV Network is here, and we have these special guests on. And I'm so happy again for you taking time out of your schedule, everybody watching the shows and programs on PIC TV Network, so we can make history. This is a show that's designed for the people, with the people, by the people. And I'm going to take you to this video that I recorded live our first time in 2023 with Vice President Kamala Harris. She wasn't at this particular time elected to be in the president's race. She was just helping some businesses in around the world, and I was blessed to be in this setting to record our first setting on the stage, of course, with her team, the Washington Post, the White House press team, and PIC TV Network. This was it.
When President Biden and I took office, we decided to invest in the working people of America, to create millions of jobs. And as today's jobs numbers make clear, Bidenomics is working. Last month, we created 187,000 new jobs. That means today 187,000 more Americans are able to go to work, to provide for their family and invest in their future. Today's numbers reflect the point that President Biden has made many times. America's economy is strong and experiencing stable and steady growth.
You're watching the PIC TV Network. Stay tuned for more coming up after this.
And it was curiosity to see the vice president come in with the Secret Service team and to be there and to be recording live with our equipment. That was the first time we were there in 2023. And it let us know that we were going somewhere. And the second time we recorded, the vice president and President Biden was at the Congressional Black Caucus in Washington, D.C. In September of 2024. And then the third time with the rally that took place with the 77,000 people. And hopefully we're going to record again at Howard University, where she'll be with the big fan party. And I'm excited about that. Yeah, I see you clapping back there. PIC TV Network special on tonight. This is our big night that we've been waiting for. There's another young lady who's running for a position, and let's hear from her.
PIC TV Network fans, we're here with Zakia, who's running for office today. Zakia, how you doing?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for asking. How are you?
We're doing pretty good. Tell everybody why you're here and what the reason that we should vote for you.
Well, as you said, my name is Zakia Goins-McCants. I'm running for Board of Education here in District 8 in Prince George's County. I am running because I attended school in Prince George's County, education, specifically educational equity. I then went on to high school, did a lot of work with my honors programs and stuff, tutoring younger kids and seeing what education looks like at different schools across the South. Then I went to college and then on to grad school, where I actually studied education policy and education administration. Came back home after a couple of years teaching high school social studies and taught at Crossland High School. And what I've seen across teaching in now 4 different states, and being a classroom teacher, policy advocate, and advisor at the local, state, and national level, and now a district administrator as the interim director of school data and performance, is that education is very complex. And it's one of those fields where everyone feels like they own it and they know about it, they can talk about it because we've all been to school. However, education policy explicitly is very complex because you have to balance the legal part as well as the implementation part of what is actually going on in buildings and classrooms. So we've got to use air quotes with those words for a lot of different reasons. We need to make sure that we are using 21st century tactics to educate 21st century kids. And it is vitally important that we have people who understand education from the classroom to administration to systems leadership to make sure that we are making policies and budgetary decisions that are in the best interest of our children and educators, not in the best interest of politics.
I see you out here. It's
and
a lot
I
of
love
people
being out here. I saw one of my middle school classmates out here about an hour ago. It has been wonderful.
And people are voting. It's the early vote.
Yes.
Now tell people again what location they can come to vote for you.
So there are 11 early voting locations across the county. You can vote at any one of them if you live in the county. I'm out here at the Bach Road location. I think this is our Southern Regional Aquatic Center, and I would be happy to meet you.
And show us the flyer you have so everybody can see it. I wanted everybody to know. There you go. You see that beautiful lady right there, folks? That's who we're going to vote for, the Board of Education. And I am a resident of PG County. I want everybody to vote for her. We got to get people like this in office, folks. There's a lot of people who want to run for positions but don't want to get with the people or get their vote and they don't see them no more for 4 years. She's not going to do that.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to make sure that everybody's watching her right now. She's out here working, meeting people from all walks of life. We got to get her in office. There it is, folks. You see that right there? We're going to put this on the PIC TV network. I'll see you on the show.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this PIC TV Network special presentation. We hope that the insightful content provided valuable information and entertainment to our esteemed viewers. Your support and viewership are essential to the success of our network. To make a donation, go to watchpictv.com or scan the PIC TV QR code. Help us build the PIC TV Studio World Training Center.
Welcome back. This high-stakes election is just days away, and I want to allow some of our guests to share their final thoughts and their
amazing night of history being made. And Zakiya, she is a wonderful person that we were outside meeting while we were voting, and she's going to be coming on the show. Matter of fact, we're going to do another show after this show to bring her on. She's literally out there right now campaigning, putting up signs, getting ready for the last minute push. And I want to thank her for just doing it, getting out there with the people. It's one thing to ask people for your votes. It's another thing to be touchable, to be out there with the people in the settings. And this is one thing I'm happy about Vice President Kamala Harris. I've seen her out in the public of people in barbershops. You know, I've seen her in the flesh, presenting to businesses and helping businesses, especially in the DC area. I've seen her at the Congressional Black Caucus with 77,000 people for the Freedom Rally. I've seen her in person, and it's electricity when she's there. But then in church, I watched her yesterday or this past Sunday at Bishop Sears Church, and she was on fire. She was really on fire and loving God, you know, and that really blessed me. Bishop Collins, before we close out this segment of the show, man, I want you to give your last minute comments on why we must get out there and vote, and especially to the young people, you know, your sons and daughters and my sons and daughters, and also about the safety aspect, because we were talking about this earlier, Bishop Collins, about being safe after the election and when to celebrate and how to celebrate and to watch as well as pray. We talked about that. Come on, Bishop Collins.
Well, first, addressing the young people, I think that pretty much for those that are voting age, you're voting for your future. And as I said, I think that once again, democracy is on the ballot, on the line. And really, if you don't vote to maintain democracy, you're going to find yourself growing up or going forward with your life in a completely different system than what we have right now. So I would encourage you, don't hesitate. And again, let me repeat this. If we lose democracy, no matter what your issue is, you pretty much won't have a say about it. So, and that's why I say you got to vote to maintain democracy so you can go forth and fight the fight, whatever it is that you got to fight, and keep it moving. Now, as far as the safety aspect of it, there have been some, I don't know if they're true or not, but they said that there's going to be some kind of upheaval and uprising. I would just say make sure that you watch your back. Don't try to be out there too late. Try to get everything done early. Then even after it, after the voting is done, make sure that you watch yourself and watch your surroundings. Don't go to trouble. Stay away from trouble. So again, I wouldn't run to see nobody. Don't be talking about, you know, what you're going to do. Don't, you know, let the authorities take care of it. Because believe me, and I've said this to multiple people, whatever they're trying to do, you can believe they've been planning for this for quite some time. And I believe that the FBI, the CIA, and the military and the National Guard know where everybody is that's planning anything. If they can tell you your eye color from the sky, believe me, they can pretty much know where these jokers are and what they're planning. So I would say, but don't put yourself in harm's way. Make sure and don't run to anything. Get away from it so you don't, because you got a life to live and you got a family to be concerned about. All right. So that's my advice.
Thank you, Bishop. And that was amazing. I love what you stated about watching as well as pray. And Michelle, I want to bring you up to the stage.
Well, Dr. Evans, before you bring me back up the stage, let's hear from Pastor Stringer, please.
Okay, Pastor Stringer, you heard from our second moderator.
Yes.
When Michelle speaks, we listen. Come on,
Yes, and I have been a proponent of being prepared for civil readiness as well. I've spent the better part of the month with my congregants preparing them for other things that might happen outside of the election. I agree with you, Michelle, about the other avenues of trying to subvert the elections. There are a lot of things that may come to pass, but I think at the end, right will win. And I think it's important that we recognize that this is the time to distinguish between those that are determined to be selfish in this democracy versus those that want to be generally nice and liberal to others. And I think Kamala represents that. And the reason you see what you see right now is because I think there's a push, as you mentioned, Jim Crow, to put things back at a status quo where only a few control and determine. So you mentioned about the pandemic and why there wasn't safeguards put in place by the former, I call them the ex, because his determination was to decompose the government. And I think that's still the plan. So when it's not working, that's good. But we have a lady that's going to make it work. And I think that's important to recognize and distinguish.
Pastor Stringer, you couldn't have said it any better. And I concur with you. The other things we have to think about, number two, is let's think about the future of our children. They got a lot of our young people, this is their first time to vote. And I want to speak to each and every one of you out there as you watch this program. I remember the first person I got to vote for was Jimmy Carter. And when I was thinking about voting for Mr. Carter, what I was thinking about is what he was going to do for all of us. Now, Mr. Carter had already been the governor of Georgia, so he had a proven track record. Also, if you think about Mr. Carter, he was probably one of the smartest presidents we had, a nuclear physicist. Former military. My father's a veteran. My grandfather's a veteran. Uncle's a veteran. Brother's a veteran. Cousin's a veteran. I'm a veteran. So those things go a long way. But when we look at Kamala Harris right now, HBCU Howard grad, okay, lawyer, DA, senator, vice president. We're talking about somebody that has the integrity and the intellectual education to make sure that we stay on track. Let's look at her policies. She's addressed policies for every portion of our electorate. Black men, black women, white men, white women, Asians, Latinos, Native Americans. And she even talked about, hey, I'm not just a Democratic president. I'm a president that wants to work across the aisle. She's going to have Republicans in her cabinet. That's important because we need to get back on track serving the American people. And we can't do that divided. This obstructionist thing that they've been doing for a long time, because this is about a power grab, that's going away. When everybody comes together and when the poorest of us are doing well, we'll all do better. And that's what we have to realize. We're not going to do that under an oligarchy or under an authoritative regime or under Nazism or under fascism. It's not going to happen. The one thing about the Constitution is we the people. Well, the former said they want to get rid of the Constitution. Project 2025 says we want to eliminate education. Think about it. Reading is the cornerstone of anything that you want to do in this life, any way that you'd like to be successful. If you haven't researched, research. Not me search, not they search, not what somebody told you. Read the facts for yourself. All these facts that you've seen, they're there. And you can't put your finger up in front of the sun and say it's not shining.
Right.
As a way to avoid what's really going on. This is the time for you to be even more involved and educated about what's going on and how the candidates affect your future. I know with Kamala Harris, our future will be a lot brighter, which is why I voted for her. I did my research. She has a program back in California to help Black men that had minimal charges, get them expunged so they could be able to go to work. You can't hardly get a job with a criminal record. So these are some of the things that she was doing that people didn't even realize. Black businesses. And then if you think about how her and Biden have worked with HBCUs and funding university, they put money into universities. Now, for the people that are talking about, well, 45 gave us a stimmy check. He did not. That's a lie.
No, he didn't.
Pelosi and the Democrats got together, put that plan in action, and made him sign it. He didn't want to. What you see is his name on the checks. And that cost millions of dollars out of that pot because the Department of the Treasury had to put his name on a check. That was unprecedented. No other president did that. So don't let your mind get tricked because he didn't give you the stimulus. He didn't even want you to have it. And just so you know, when Biden came in office, because we were still reeling from the effects of the pandemic, he also sent out another stimulus check. But you know what he didn't do? He didn't delay the funds by putting his name on a check. So know the reality, not the feeling, but the facts. As Bishop Springer says, facts, not fear. Dr. Evans, back to you.
I'm just listening. I'm on the other side, just taking notes from Michelle Cox when she comes on. Michelle, I want you to talk about, before we close the show, and we're going to do part 2. We got about 5 more minutes. You have a show called Importance of Reading. And it's no way that Vice President Kamala Harris could be where she's at today if she didn't have skills, talents, abilities, to be a graduate of Howard, as you say, in the top of her class. Also to be a senator. Also to be a vice president, to sit under the seats of power from all over the world, and to accomplish that. And talk about your show that's connected with us and some of the great people, doctors, lawyers, and one of the greatest doctors we have ever had, Dr. Lane, who passed away. The importance of reading. And why did you start that show from Atlanta, Georgia to all around the world, Michelle?
Well, the reason I started the show, and it's the importance and power of reading, is because, number one, I'm a children's book author. Number two, education is the primary way to be successful. I remember when Black people could not legally be able to read. It was mandated that we could not read. We could not write. Because anytime you keep people ignorant, that's how you control them. Now, there used to be an old saying, if you don't want a Black person to see anything, put in a book. But that was the lie that was promulgated to get us to be ignorant. It's just like when they had the old blaxploitation films where they're trying to give us an image that they want us to be. That's one reason that we started PIC TV, because we know that we are a higher standard. We've always been the standard. The seed of civilization started in Africa.
Yes.
Now, with this show, when our children read and when they see you read and they see your family and your village read, it motivates them, because that way they can be their higher selves. That's one of the reasons I started it. And then I wanted them to see positive men and women that look like them, so they know that they could be not only doctors, lawyers, architects, engineers, scientists, the whole plethora. And so when we talk about Dr. Lane Rowling, may he rest in power, he was a virologist, a microbiologist. He served in the military, Army officer, combat surgeon. He also was an infectious disease surgeon. He had been to Peru and had been fighting dengue fever. Been all over the world. They used to call him Dr. Chocolat because he always loved helping the children. Then had Moses West. He's the inventor of the atmospheric water generator. This is a device that pulls the moisture out of the air and it makes water. Then when we talk about all of these other people, Shahar Wooten, she didn't read until 3rd grade. They just passed her over because she was nice. And that's why when we talk about reading, we're talking about Project 2025 and then wanting to eliminate the Department of Education, eliminate Head Start, all these programs that have made us successful. These are the things that we need to watch out for. And that's why I started this program, so Black children and Black parents could see positive representations of who we really are, and not that crime and all the things that they want to say that we are as Black people, because we know we're not. That's a fictitious representation created to give us a narration that we're violent or we're not, or we're less than. We're not. We're very and highly educated. And that's one of the reasons that we started the PIC TV network, so you could get positive programming. And I'm so happy and proud that I could bring you the importance and power of reading. Now, Vice President Harris, if you see this, yes, I'd love to have you on my show. You're articulate, you're smart, you're AKA Divine 9, HBCU, top of your class. You have your degree, law. She's a doctor. Then let's think about all the other things you do. You're a district attorney, attorney general for the state of California. And the state of California is literally the 3rd largest state. So when you think about having a GDP that California has, California's GDP is larger than some of the countries around this world. So we know that she has proven ability. You can't get in the positions that she's been in and not read. Now, if you look at the other side of that equation, you got somebody that's been bankrupt 6 times, 34 times convicted felon with more charges coming, stolen classified documents. Integrity or mayhem? The choice is yours. Dr. Evans, back to you.
Michelle Cox. I already have your awards right here for the shows of the year, the programs of the year. On Black Friday, she will get an award. I mean, because those who listen to you, people say to me all the time, I can listen to her all day. I can listen to her all night, because you do your homework. You PIC TV network business manager, TV host, anchor person. You did over 100 shows with us. I love you. You know you're my heartbeat. You're my first manager. I can go off the show and you can fly this plane. You can take it wherever you want. That's why she's getting some more awards. She's gonna have so many awards. She ain't gonna have enough hands to hold these awards on Black Friday. This is for her. And 4 years, Michelle, and I still see one of our managers pop in from all the way from Alabama down here. We got Dr. Sheila McGrew's on from Alabama. My manager's coming on. To pop on. 4 years we've been doing what we've been doing to bring to the world education, information, inspiration, entertainment. We've been doing this for 4 years, folks. And I never thought in my life, I never thought in a million zillion years that in 4 years we would have TV shows, commercials, short films. We would have our own TV shows on Roku and all social media platforms. I never thought we would be in the presence of the vice president, recording her 3 times in a row, going on 4. I never thought we would be on Paramount Studios, Warner Brothers, Jennifer Hudson show. I never thought that. But now we're here. And before we close the show, we got to say hello to Dr. Sheila McGrew. Hello, Dr. Sheila McGrew.
Hello, Dr. Evans. How is everyone tonight? How are we doing?
We're doing
Just
good.
wonderful.
We're always happy to see you down in the beautiful state of Alabama. I'm coming down there real soon because I gotta wait till the weather get better though. I gotta wait till the weather get better. But I'm gonna do my
Hurricane
tour.
season ends. Hurricane season ends this month. So
We're excited for all of you. And I want to thank again Pastor Stringer for coming on. I want to thank Bishop Collins for coming on, my friends for many, many years coming on here today. We're going to get ready to go into part 2 of our show. We want to thank everybody for watching. Continue to watch PIC TV Network. Stay tuned. We're going to have another show right after this. And guess what? This is our PIC TV Network election show. So it's going to be going on all day long. This is our time. We can watch the repeats and tell everybody about, you know what, PIC TV Network. It is the place to be. Check us out.
The recent announcement of Roku TV reporting 83.6 million active accounts marks a significant milestone in the company's history, showcasing an impressive increase of approximately 20 million users within a span of just 2 years. This growth pattern is indeed commendable, especially considering that Roku stands as the leading streaming TV distributor in the United States, with a reach extending to nearly 120 million individuals. Moreover, its dominance as the primary TV streaming platform in the US and Mexico, as measured by hours streamed, solidifies its position in the industry. Additional statistics reveal the vast scope of Roku's influence, with an audience exceeding 85.5 million streaming households, surpassing the combined subscriber base of the 6 largest traditional pay TV providers. As we celebrate the 4th anniversary of PIC TV Network, it is evident that the platform's commitment to delivering inspirational, informative, educational, and entertaining content on the big screen has resonated with viewers worldwide. This success is a testament to the dedication of President David Evans and the entire PIC TV team, who continue to captivate audiences and shape the landscape of modern television. Congratulations to PIC TV Network on this remarkable achievement, and may your future endeavors continue to captivate audiences and set new standards in the industry.
That's it, folks. This was a show that will go down in history. Please watch the repeats. We're going to go into part 2. of this election. This is our election show, and we're going to air it all day right up until we hear that special name and the brand new president for the first time in history. I cannot wait, well, to hear that good news. PIC TV Network World, thank you for watching. All of our friends, stay tuned. We got another show coming up right after this. So, yeah, PIC TV is the place to be. Thank you for your time.
Everybody, this is David Evans, President PIC TV Network. We're right here in the White House grounds. Right behind those gates will be our new president. We wanted to bring you media coverage right here so you can get the feel of what's going on. You know, they're getting ready for the big celebration of our president. And I wanted to come down here in my city, Washington, D.C., to show you exactly, step by step, stage by stage, the people working behind the scenes, getting ready for our brand new president to come into place. And it feels good to see people coming here from all walks of life, coming here to celebrate the president coming into office, to getting the gates ready. As you see, you only have certain access to come in because security is so high, which is good. And I want to thank our security team coming down here, the FBI and all of the Secret Service and the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police, the construction crew. Everybody's a part of making it safe for all the constituents and people that will come in our city. You know, living in Washington, D.C. is a privilege and an honor. And I've been here for all my life, seen presidents come in and presidents go. But I feel something special about our new president's going to come in office. There's a vibe, electricity, there's a good feeling, there's a new spirit in the air. And I feel so special, again, to bring to you this media coverage from the PIC TV network. Continue to watch and we'll show you some more footage of our president coming in. And again, it feels good to be here and to represent PIC TV. Thank you.
You're watching the PIC TV network. Stay tuned for more coming up after this.
Network special public official show on Roku right now. Stay tuned for more.
Hello, this is Zakia Goins-McCants wishing all of you a happy holidays and a very special 4th anniversary to the PIC TV network.
Hello, everybody.